Hello everyone, and welcome back to Global Magnates Shipping Tycoon with Old Dog Plays Stuff. Today's all about tightening the screws on the Empire, reviewing the routes we've built, and making sure everything is still fit for purpose. And if something is not, we'll redo it, tweak it, or expand it enough to keep the whole operation afloat. What I will now want to try and do is look at the container ships, because these are what goes to every port, and as you can see, some ports aren't producing any container goods. These ports will require certain products which are normally the bulk products, but occasionally the container projects. For example, here I need coal and I also need glass for this to expand so it can produce engines, and when it does have engines it will want steel. So for it to be able to level up, I need to make sure I'm exporting the goods that I've currently got and importing the goods that I do need, which at the moment looks like I'm getting the glass that I need. And I also have 100% satisfaction for the coal, even though it says I still want some. Well, let me look to see how I can expand or level up you so you can start producing some goods. So it says you want coal. Who can bring you coal? Who is currently bringing you coal? You are, and you're just unloading, so there's no point me putting another ship on there just at the second. But while I am waiting, do I have? No. I want some 100-ton bulk. Let's get these building in the background and then go back into here, select you, have a look at what you have got going on. So you have 2 ships which are delivering grain. That seems to be okay. That seems to be okay. So you should look to level up quite quickly. You do need more grain. So what I will do to help with that progression is, where are you at the moment? You're loading. You are unloading and loading there, so let me put a ship on there, so that will help with that. And your other ship was you're on your way. Let me speed you up a little bit so that I can get you. So you go down to there and then you're heading towards Liverpool. So let me put another ship on there. So you should be on your way. So I've got 2 ships going up here. So hopefully this will look to start to level up. I don't think I have anyone oil. So let me at least put a route on there, getting rid of some oil. Who is in desperate need of oil? The people that want oil are going to be the ones that want to produce plastic, is what I've seen. Nope, don't want one of you. So you want... So if my thought process is correct, you'll want oil so you can produce plastic. So let me stick... I've got plenty of money, so yeah, I might as well start to look to buy some of those. You're on your way. And then once you are on your way, I will then stick another one on. And you can start delivering, which will hopefully mean you will look to level up. You've leveled up, you're doing okay, you've got one more to go. One of the outputs. So one of the places that, or I should say one of the products that has a output tax. One of my products still requires both 2 products that are shipped by the bulk container, so I need to make sure that both of these are coming in at a good level. I'm on a level 5. Let me level this one up. Let's level you up. So you will now 50 ton, no, you'll now want more coal. So Amsterdam will want coal, and you'll also want more iron ore. So industry demand for coal. You have plenty of coal. So let me bring more coal, and then you can have some steel in return. Put that onto that one that's already there. You have iron ore. Let's get some iron ore going down to Amsterdam, and that will hopefully increase those to produce more steel. More steel will then get shipped all over the place. So outputs of steel. Let me level you up as well. So you want more coal and iron ore as well. New route. coal. Stick another one on there. And you want iron ore. You have plenty of iron ore, so let me ship the iron ore down there as well. Why are you waiting? What are you waiting for? Do I have a lot of ships trying to get into Stockholm? More tax. Dublin wants both. So let me level you up as well. So you can now have more coal, which it looks like. Let me just stick a bigger ship on there and get rid of you two. And then you want the iron ore. So who's bringing in? So you're doing coal, so you must be doing the iron ore again. Two small ships, so let's stick a big one on there. Get rid of you, get rid of you. Let me just go into the shipyard while I'm thinking about it and sell these 5 tons because I don't want them. Go back into here, and by which time you are loading, you are in Dublin and unloading. Let's speed you up. You are in Dublin. Destination, you're underway. Let me just stick another one on there, and while I'm thinking about it, let me start building some more 100 tons. That's good. And Dublin to Stockholm, we got up near Stockholm, so let me, I haven't got any more. Let me stick, that going to be too big? Oh, way too big. I'm not going to waste all that empty space. Now I have a ship. You also want to export your cotton. Did I see any cotton? Yes. Edit that and put cotton as a priority. Did I press the right buttons then? Did I have one of my oops moments? Yes, I did. Priority, next, finalize. Right. You want oil. You are a producer of oil. So let me do a new route oil across. It looks like I need some oil tankers. Yes, you will need oil when you level up, because your level up will need oil for your plastics. Hopefully you're not too far away. How are you progressing? Nothing. You've not budged. You still have 101. Yeah, might as well buy you. So where else was I looking at on the container ships? You're not leveling up yet. Dublin needs to level up and then coming back. So I need to get you leveled up so you can start producing something that will go onto my container ships. And you also had a second container ship. Why have I just got a container ship doing just that? Let me get rid of that route. Yes, let me get rid of that. I can't see the point of it. But I want the container ships, which reminds me, let me speed up my container ships so they move around all the ports quicker. And let me stick one of you on. Get rid of, let's get rid of these two small ones. And let me stick another one on, and hopefully they'll start to space out a little bit more. But what I was looking at is, because I have a requirement for glass. Do you have the products that you need to produce the glass? Go away. Go away. No. Tax. Come on. Silica. So let me ship some silica to you, because that will hopefully give you the products that you need for producing your glass. And let me speed you up so you're on your way. And now let me put another one on there. And while I'm thinking about it, let's go and start getting some more. So you are now producing the glass, so that will hopefully get picked up, and because you're next in line, you should hopefully start to get that glass, which will hopefully mean that you will start to level up. But why aren't you? You're getting your coal. You should now start to get what you want. Don't know what's going on. Can't quite work out why your prosperity hasn't budged. Satisfaction. Let's stick some advertising on there and see if that helps. See, outputting your grain. We've got grain going, and we've got oil being shipped. Let me move on from you. So container ships down here, same again, still looking for you to level up. And it's that same problem. I just need all of you to start leveling up. How am I doing in this neck of the woods? So I've got 3 container ships going through you. Our den was down here somewhere. I think it was down here. So for you to level up, you need timber. And by the looks of it, oh, you've got nothing coming in. So let me at least look to satisfy your timber. And what did you want in return? So you want timber and you have coal. Who needs coal? Hasn't got very much. But wants timber. You want timber, and you have coal that you can return. No, it's not coal you want. Ah. No, doing this wrong. Quite. Because you want to output coal and you want timber in return. Right. You want to output coal. And then you can return me. That's not right. I'll work this out in a second. You want coal. And on the way back, you can bring me timber. That was a lot harder than it should have been. Let me speed it up so at least I can get you on your way. And then when you're on your way and you are nearly up to the top, let me stick another one on there and now drop your speed down to 15. And then it is oil. I do have 7 oil containers, so let me put a big one on and let me buy some oil. While I'm thinking about it, I'm just going to get rid of all of you small boats. Go on. Go on. And I am just waiting patiently, impatiently, patiently, waiting. Tick, tock, tick, tock. Come on. I want you. Still on your way. So let me put another one on there, and while I think about it, let me go into the docks and those 5, sell them while I remember, because if I don't, I will forget. And let me buy some more. Right. And you also want glass. So who is actually creating glass? So let me buy you, and let me then make sure you are going to get some silica, and you can return coal. Let's look a little bit further. No, I don't want one of those. Ooh. No, what I'm doing, I'm saying that you have coal. Let me put a ship on there, and then hopefully you'll get rid of coal and you'll return silica, and that silica will therefore mean you'll start to produce your glass. Then that glass can go into the production line around this part of the world. I've got one ship there that's going from Port of Sudan, and I've got you that is on your way. As you get up near, I shall stick another one on there. So you're just loading your coal. Let me speed you right up. Speed you pair up, so you just move along a little bit quicker. You are on your way now, so let me buy another one, and now I can just drop the speed down a little bit. So with any luck, you should start to level up soon, but you also have a requirement for cotton. So as you are a cotton producer, let me buy that. You need, which you are, so why are you not shipping your cotton? Let me sell you, and let me just stick a 200 ton on there. So it goes from London all the way back. Looks like I just need to get some ships on this route. So, note to self, come back in a couple of minutes and let me stick another one on there. While I was looking at it, you are not getting any corn or grain, I should say. Yeah, might as well buy you. Go away. Somebody wants a fight on the hands. Definitely want to fight on your hands. So let me, got it. Let me now start to look at expanding into Africa. Because you want the grain. Did I ship that to the right place? Yes, I did. And that will hopefully look to level you up pretty soon. You're shipping all your grain, so there's no point in me sticking a bigger ship on there. Where are you? Let me speed you up. So you're just arriving. No, let me put another one on there so I've got them going in both directions. For you, let me just have a look of outputs. So you're getting both your products so that you should be outputting your steel. You want your steel for your cars. I think it's one steel. Yes, well, for your engines. So steel to go from no, to go from you to you. And you can just chop some coal off. On your, come on. On your way back. So on the container ships now, which are these. Abu So for you to level up, you should be getting some meat coming through. But you do have a requirement for cotton. By the looks of it, you've not got any oil going. So let me ship out some oil. But as a matter of interest, you'll want oil to produce your plastics, so you can definitely have some. We just speed you up so you're on your way. Once you've loaded, come on, how long does it take to load? Let's get all the way down here and let me stick another oil ship on there and just slow you down a little bit, so a little bit more fuel economical, and hopefully you will level up soon. Oh yes, you have definitely leveled up now. So for you to ship your two products out, which is what I need, that's interesting. So let me buy both of those. I want steel, I want rubber, and I want cotton. Am I getting steel? No. Right, let's get some steel. You have plenty of steel. I want steel. Speed you up. And then once you get the steel, you'll be able to start producing the cars, the engines, which will then get shipped around to some of the other ones, the cars. You're on your way. Nearly there. So let me put my next one on. And now I can just drop the speed down a little bit. And then I wanted to rubber. Quit that for a second. So it's rubber. Are any of these but not as a priority? So can I bring rubber around and then on the way back you can drop off some grain there, or grain there, or grain there, and we'll bring some coal round, so I might as well do that one. So you should start to get some rubber, and then you've got your cotton. Am I getting cotton from anyone? No. Where are you? Unloading. Let me stick another one on there. But it's cotton. So if I go from you to you with my cotton, and on the way back you can drop some grain. Yeah, I thought it'd be too big. You do have a requirement for rubber. But then on the way back you can drop some grain off, and then on your way back and then you can bring some steel. So it'll hopefully mean you're going to start getting the products that you need I just need to make sure that people are actually making those. You want silica. You must be getting some through because you need it for your glass. But you need more. You want plastic and chips. You need a lot of silica. Who's bringing you silica? But it's not a full ship. There's no point me sticking another one on there. You are producing your goods. You are producing, you've got your steel and your rubber, but you also want those two, which should hopefully start to get shipped around. But the fact nobody is producing the electronics need steel and silica. You're getting steel, but you're not getting silica. So let me, how much silica do you have for outputs? You're nearly have used all yours up. You have silica that you can bring round to. Who was it that was going to produce? It was you. And on your way back, you can drop off some cotton. You have a desperate need for the silica because I need chips. I need some electronic components to start flying around. Let's speed you up. Let's get you on your way. Let's get you near and buy a second one. Yep, might as well just go for it. You're on your way back, so let me buy another one. So you are now hopefully going to start. I might as well buy you, and hopefully when they start getting produced in Oslo, let me buy you. In fact, let me just buy you, and I'll buy you while I'm there because you are producing. So now you're shipping some out, which is good news. You also will want to ship some out, but you should be because you have steel and silica. You have steel and you have silica. But are you pinching the silica for there? So let me pinch that off you. Do you need more silica coming in? I would have thought that if I have a look on here, no, yes, they are starting to get shipped out. Let me just stick a third one on there. Well, third big one. Fourth. 1, 2, 3, 4th big one. Need to learn to count. And hopefully you'll start to ship a few more out and about. Because that's the key thing. It's all well and good saying I will have them, but if I'm not getting the components in, hopefully that will start to come through. Hopefully you'll start to come through. You're getting your components through. You are getting so the big ones that are missing are these. But they are being shipped because I've got components being shipped there because you are getting the goods. So they are starting to get shipped around. I probably just need everything just to wake up a little bit. So for you to produce yours, let me buy you and let me get some steel coming across to Algiers. So Algiers needs steel. You have steel. Let me go there to there. I'll come back in a second, but let me buy you because I want to make sure that you are got plenty of silicon, you've got no coal. So let me make sure you are getting coal. Don't need to put the big one on there. I need 2 ships. There are a lot of ships coming in, bringing bits. There is one that's bringing coal. That's good. What I want to do is make sure you've got some more coal. So let me put that one on. You will then start to produce more steel. More steel. No. Will then go down. Getting electronics. You're not getting any glass. Need to look at how to get glass. The fact that you're producing. Let me while I'm here. Let me just buy those. So what I wanted to do was to put another one. Come on. How near are you? So there's a lot of fine tuning going on in this episode. The whole point of it is to be able to ship more items around in my container ships. And on here, let me stick another container ship on there and another container ship on there. I just want big container ships. These small ones, they're not shifting enough goods. Oh, actually, so if I see this where they are all going to. So that's saying Bordeaux is shipping, or does it say it wants to ship but it's not got the steel? Let me just stick steel. And as you just close, just up the speed, so you are going to ship steel to here. You've got your silica, so hopefully you'll start to produce more. Yes, electronic components. Because that was saying that, that was saying that port of import, so all of those ports want that product, but it's not telling me if I am producing it. That is my problem. But you are hopefully you will be, you will, if I stick a ship on there, you will get the steel that you want, and when you get the steel you want, you will produce the goods that you need. But you also want the cotton. It's a lot of just fine tuning to make sure that these just want to make sure that each of these are producing the goods, which means that Gibraltar wants cotton. So there's only me delivering, and that shows that I'm not delivering any cotton to you. So you want cotton. Let's not waste. Because if I give you cotton, you'll produce textiles. Textiles will then get shipped around the loop. You need your steel to be able to produce. Yeah, let me purchase that one. You need the steel. So have I got any ships delivering steel? Yes. So you are getting some. They're only small ships. Let me stick a bigger one on there. Speed you up. Get you moving. And when you get all the way across to here, let me stick another one on. and that will ship more. Oh, that's interesting. That's going to ship a lot. But I was looking at the wrong place, I think, because I've got the steel. Engines and tyres. Tyres should get shipped round. Am I getting any tyres delivered? Singapore. It looks like I need to look in my Asia. Casablanca needs to produce. So where is P I R A? Where are you? Let me buy that off you because I want to start making sure that you are getting your steel and you're getting rubber. So let me just make sure you are getting. Let's make sure you get some more steel. A new route, steel. Let's give you steel as your close, and you are getting the products to create your steel. So let me just level you up. So you should hopefully start to receive more goods. I've only really looked around Europe, but there's Asia. Asia is missing a lot of container products. Bulk products are going well. You just need to get some coal. Let me just give you some coal. No. Cancel. You want coal. Let me just give you some coal. I've only got these small ones. Speed up. Let's just make use of them. Of course, you're not going to return steel because you haven't got any. But hopefully, on your way back, you are returning the coal. And as you get the coal, you'll start to produce the steel. And then you'll look to level up. So I think I might look to call that a day. So thank you for watching the old one play stuff. If you've got any comments, critiques, suggestions, anything that can help this old dog learn new tricks, it will be much appreciated. Because there are times I feel as I am just learning from mistake after mistake. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit the like, drop a comment and subscribe for more unquestionable, or should I say more questionable logistic decisions. And hopefully I shall see you next time. Goodbye for now.